Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome to Mamiya. And thank you guys so much. I I like I am overwhelmed. Everything that has happened lately, I just feel so grateful to every single one of you. I haven't even really hit a milestone, but it feels like I have, with all of the stuff that has been coming my way. But yeah, I also want to thank Fruitbat Factory for sending me this game to play in advance for you guys. So this game officially comes out on the 30th on Steam. So go over there and get the game when it's out, because everything that I have played from them so far has been phenomenal, and I am so excited to jump into this one. So thank you guys over at Fruitbat Factory once again for sending me a game, an amazing, what I'm sure is going to be an amazing game, because yeah. All right, let's get into this. Start. Alright. Natsume died. Did someone pass away? Yes, they were holding a funeral for a boy called Natsume. Natsume? Well, I think I might have known him. Oh, really? Probably, at least I think so. In that case, why not bring him some flowers? Huh? Can I? Of course, I'm certain. He would appreciate it. I'm getting a bit tense. No, it's gonna be okay. I just need to go inside. After muttering that to myself, I nodded and took a step forward. Only to end up bumping into someone. Sorry. The pink-haired man glanced at me, then clicked his tongue and headed into the church. Did he just click his tongue at me? I opened the door. A solemn atmosphere hung heavy in the air as I stepped into the church. Natsume. Some wept, others looked ahead in silence. Were they all reminiscing about the time they'd spent with him? I hope they are. The service would begin in seconds, and I was the only one still standing. I hurriedly scanned my surroundings for a place where I could sit. Let's... this is me. I'm just gonna pick options that I would pick myself. I would probably... because I don't know if our character actually knows him or not. I'm gonna assume not. I'm gonna take a seat close to the exit. I took a seat close to the exit. I'll sit next to you if you don't mind. Not at all. I kept gazing at the flowers far ahead while waiting for the ceremony to begin. Then came the coffin. Everyone around me muttered prayers in remembrance of Natsume. A chant played as the coffin was carried forward. Hearing the priests talk, all I could think about was its contents. A while later, the service began in earnest, accompanied by organ music. The attendees stood up and brought flowers to the coffin. A student with darker skin approached it next. I'm curious. Finding myself somewhat curious about him, I decided to follow him with my gaze. The dark-skinned student took some of the gathered white flowers and approached the coffin. His amber eyes were directed right at it. I could see the strength of his will reflected in them. His graceful fingers didn't tremble one bit. As he placed his flowers, he slightly parted his lips, almost like he was about to say something. In the end, all he did was furrow his brow and close his eyes before ultimately returning to his seat. The one to approach the coffin was a dark-haired student with a mole under his eye. I want to learn more about these characters, so I'm going to be curious about all of them. Finding myself somewhat curious about him, I decided to follow him with my gaze. He slowly approached the coffin with a downcast look. The snow-white flowers he carried seemed a perfect match for his prim and proper aura. As he bent over to place his flowers, his glossy locks swayed forward, hiding his eyes. His youthful looks made him appear almost translucent, and had completely captivated my attention. He then slowly stood up and returned to his seat with his head hanging even lower than before. Ruffling his pinkish hair, a man with an intense look on his face stepped forward. I am curious. Finding myself somewhat curious about him, I decided to follow him with my gaze. He approached the coffin with a rough, unsteady gait, but the way he took the white flowers was anything but that. His hair covered most of his face, preventing me from discerning his expression. In contrast to his earlier demeanor, there is a certain melancholy in the way he placed down his flowers. I was left in awe by that strange, uncanny imbalance. Next, the coffin was approached by a tall boy in a school uniform. I am curious. Finding myself somewhat curious about him, I decided to follow him with my gaze. His considerable height would no doubt make him stand out in any crowd. He walked with a straightforward stance, giving me the impression of someone with a noble, righteous soul. Even the white flowers he carried seemed to match him in terms of sheer dignity and grace. His large eyes gleamed with genuine grief. Natsume. He uttered the name in a voice so low you'd have to strain your ears to hear him. Once all the attendees had set their flowers, the funeral came to a close with a few words addressed to the bereaved family. Surrounded by... Whoa. What? There's a log, right? Okay. Surrounded by people leaving the hall, okay. I'm gonna sit in a seat deeper. I headed to the seats deeper in. There I found a man with a flashy appearance. I recognized his voice. You were singing the chant, weren't you? Yeah. I'm embarrassed to admit that I tried joining in as well, but couldn't really sing at all. So what? I only sang because I could. You're not a student, are you? What was your relationship with Natsume? He was an old acquaintance. When we were brats, he often got me to play with him after mass and shit. He eventually just stopped showing up, and that was that. I recently contacted his parents to hear how he's holding up, and you get the picture. I see. I did meet him once when we were adults, though. He looked as naive as always, and had that same goofy grin plastered all over his face. He grew up to be as tall as me, though. I honestly never thought I'd end up outliving him. Why the hell do you have to go first? I'm pretty used to tangoing with death, but I never expected that I'd be the one left behind. Damn it. Don't fucking die before me. I see. So Natsume's really gone, is he? A bleak, wintry sky stretched above. There was a brief clicking sound coming from my hands. My lighter would always fail me at times like this. Ugh, shit. Visibly frustrated, I finally got the flame up and moved it to my cig. I watched the smoke float through this cold night air. During the funeral, I abruptly remembered the way it would burn up and turn to ash. It finally hit me. A person died, huh? Damn, it's cold. I shrugged and was about to walk off and try to warm up my freezing body. When suddenly the phone slipped into my back pocket, began to vibrate. Was it Aya, Kyoko, or Sayuri? Yeah? No. Yeah, I'm on my way. It didn't matter who it was. Seeking shelter from the cold, I silently resumed walking through the chilly streets of Tokyo. I doubted anyone else was looking forward to the end of the world as much as I did. My life had always felt like I'd been watching it in third person, like a movie. If it were to end, I would want it to be a spectacle. Make it an ensemble cast work even, something large scale that would downplay my personal pain. That way, I wouldn't have to bear the shivering on my own. Mamiya. The sound of rolling film. The persistent noise of the projector. Sparse seats, lights near my feet. Mamiya. In this cold clockwork town. I kept watching a long, long movie. Wait, was that like... What? I'm a little bit confused. Just a little bit. Alright, shared illusion of the world's end. Mamiya. Still feeling somewhat drowsy, I got up and noticed a wrapped up piece of toast and some salad on the table. After tearing off the wrapping, I jammed the toast into my mouth and picked up the note I found next to it. Put the key in the mailbox when you leave. The note also came with 3 10,000 yen notes. Hot damn, she did say something about getting a raise, but still. You could tell there was no man living here. She was a total career woman. I switched on the TV. Some dudes were getting all worked up about a bunch of nonsense. I walked out into the hallway, but then immediately turned back after remembering that the bathroom was the other way. My clothes were strewn all over the floor near the entrance. I picked them up as I walked by. I washed my face, stretched my arms, and shaved my stubble for good measure. Once I was done, I grabbed a blue toothbrush and brushed my teeth too. There was also some hair wax in my pocket, so I used that to quickly style my do. Looking good. Finally, I gave my 3 yukichis a kiss, then stuffed them into my pocket. Sup, Saito? How's it going? I'm doing good, man. Just look at these bills. You can't go wrong with the new ones, I'm telling ya. Nice. Here's hoping that means you'll actually treat me to something today. Ha, maybe next time. I exchanged a few words with an acquaintance and headed over to a machine. I wasn't gonna hold my breath. Saito was the kind of guy whose lucky break never came, so I was pretty sure there would be no next time. And unlike the old man next to me, Lady Luck decided she wouldn't grace me with a smile either. The hell? I'm not getting anything. Fuck this. I stormed out of the pachinko parlor and continued along the road with no particular destination in mind. Man, that 30K I got from Kyoko sure didn't last long. And I even wanted to get her something fancy if I won. It was a call from Kyoko. She usually preferred sending texts though. Another night at her place? I could go for that. Yeah, Kyoko. When do you wanna... Look, Haruki, don't take this personally, but I think we should stop seeing each other. Huh? Why? Did something happen? Come on. I'll be dating one of my bosses at work, so I'm ending our relationship. Huh? Is this some kind of joke? Anyway, now you know why I left that 30,000 yen. Take care. Kyoko, wait! Hey! God fucking damn it. Fucking hell, you gotta be shitting me. This had to be the worst fucking day of my life. I was going to spend the night at Kyoko's, but I suddenly found myself with nowhere to go. The hell was I supposed to do now? I was freezing my balls off too. I desperately scrolled through my list of contacts. Erika got back together with her boyfriend, so that wouldn't work. Shiori left on an overseas business trip. And Chiaki was still hospitalized. After scrolling through half my contacts, a certain name caught my eye. Natsume. That was the name of the guy whose funeral I attended the other day. We exchanged numbers ages ago, but never actually called each other. Fuck this. I had been meaning to delete the number, but I couldn't bring myself to do it for some reason. Even though I was pretty sure I'd never dial it. I was even surer now. Huh? Bafflingly enough, my hand just refused to press the delete button. What was even the point of keeping a dead guy's number? Even after all that, I still couldn't believe what I was doing. Natsume's number. A number I'd never called before. I knew he wouldn't pick up, but that didn't stop me from pressing the button and calling him anyway. The hell's gotten into me? Dude's already kicked the bucket. There's no way he's gonna pick up. Hello? What the actual fuck? My heart skipped a beat when I heard the voice of an actual human being from the other end of the line. It didn't really sound like Natsume though. Hello? Hello? The person on the other end seemed to gasp. I believe you called the wrong number. This phone used to belong to a person named Natsume and... I know. Huh? And you are? Where are you? Is this a prank call? I'll hang up if it is. I'm Natsume's acquaintance. You knew him too, didn't you? I did, yes. I want to meet you. There's something I gotta tell you. Is it related to Natsume? Yeah. I just made up shit as I went along. I actually had nothing to say about Natsume. But I wasn't completely full of shit. For one, I was genuinely curious about meeting whoever this was. After all, not everyone would just pick up the phone of a dead guy. Where are you now? In Tokyo. Akihabara to be specific. Akihabara? That wasn't too far. Gotcha, I'm on my way there now. Huh? Are you serious? Dead. You know where Akihabara station's 5th exit is, right? Or 5th exit is? I'll be there by 6. Wait! For the first time in ages, I was getting genuinely excited. My heart was beating like a jackhammer. I felt positively intoxicated by the thrill of the unknown. It reminded me of a story about a treasure island I'd heard from someone a long time ago. For once, I was actually punctual and made it to our meeting place on time. With its huge displays of lit-up anime characters, Akihabara at night was unlike any other town or neighborhood I'd seen. Oh. Come to think of it, I never asked that mystery person what they looked like. There was no way I'd spot them like this. I only really knew their voice. They'd probably notice me if I raised my phone. Hell, maybe they were doing the same thing. I was still looking around the station trying to find someone who fit that description when suddenly a commotion of sorts erupted. I ignored it and kept looking around. Huh? Could it be? No way! Is that really her? The commotion was getting louder, so I ended up turning toward the source of all the noise, and then I saw her. Hi. She had long, silky black hair and wore an elegant skirt that danced gracefully in the night breeze. She looked like someone from another dimension. Then again, her outfit wasn't anything unusual in this part of town. I continued staring at the maid holding her phone up. A bunch of geeks instantly surrounded her and started taking pictures. The girl blushed and seemed to even be trembling a little. Bingo? Hey. What is it? If it's pictures you want, go right ahead. That voice. The girl's eyes widened. She seemed to have recognized me as well. You're... Who are you? How dare you address our beloved Cinderella without permission? One of the geeks surrounding the maid barked something at me, but I ignored him. So you had a thing going with Natsume, I see. Hey, you show proper respect or... So, what did you want to tell me? You sure you want me to say it here in front of everyone? Very well, follow me then. Mina? Who the hell is this? Who is this man, Mina? Hard to believe Mina's actually friends with a guy like that. Or maybe it's her boyfriend? They don't look like an item to me. He's pretty handsome though. Mina, who is this man? Is he your boyfriend? Settle down, everyone. He's just an acquaintance of a friend. I have something important to discuss with him alone. Don't worry, it'll be fine. But we can't possibly leave you alone with a man like that. I appreciate the concern, but I'll be alright. Really. You heard the lady. Disperse. One of the guys waved the onlookers away. Mina, shake my hand. Keep your filthy hands away from our Cinderella. Away with you. After fending off the other nerds, the member of Mina's fan club looked in our direction and gave her a reluctant thumbs up. She responded with a wink, then turned around and left with me in tow. We should be able to talk here in peace. I guess. I was surprised. But man, I sure didn't expect to run into a maid. Was Natsume your old master or something? Trust me, I'm just as surprised as you are. I didn't realize Natsume had such trashy friends. I'll take that as a compliment. You're famous or something? That was quite a commotion back there. At least it made it easier for you to find me. You never told me your name or what you looked like. Not that any of that matters now. Let's cut to the chase. Right. What did you want to tell me? Huh? Or hey, what's the hurry? Let's grab something to eat first. I opened the menu, but the maid placed her hand on the table and stopped me. Answer me. Why are you in such a rush? The guy's already dead. How dare you? Her sudden outburst made the surface of her black tea tremble. I could see her frowning face in its reflection. Don't you care about his death? Doesn't it make you feel anything? Why did a kind-hearted person like him have to die? Why? Even during the funeral, I could barely contain myself. Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Did you sing? Huh? Never mind. There's something off about his death. I could feel it in my gut. I made a long pause to stroke her impatience. Everything I said was completely made up. Lies upon lies. It reminded me of the many times I bullshitted my way into some woman's bed just so that I could mooch off of them. Yet the maid reacted in a way I didn't expect. Exactly! I was thinking the same thing. She leaned forward and pounded the table, spilling some of the tea in the process. Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. It's fine. So you suspect something? Yes, and I've always wanted to discuss it with someone. It's almost like you've read my mind. I averted my eyes as relief washed over the girl's face. This phone. Natsume actually handed it to me before his death. Don't you find that a little odd? Yeah, you don't normally hand off the hub of all your private information to a stranger. I sure as hell wouldn't. It's almost like he knew he would die. I've been thinking about this ever since the funeral. He must have left his phone with me for a very good reason. I glanced down at the black phone that Mina had been caressing affectionately. Did you check what's inside? No, I couldn't bring myself to. And just when I was thinking about locking it for good, you called. I don't understand why he had to die. He wasn't the type to just... Shivering, she clutched Natsume's phone tightly in her hands. It sort of reminded me of Natsume when I saw him praying at church that one time. I have a favor to ask you. Would you help me investigate Natsume's death? I met her gaze with mine. Those round black eyes, her refined, attractive features, and that pleading look all triggered my masculine instincts to protect her. Yeah, I'll pass. Huh? I'll do it on one condition, though. I clasped her hands in mine, including the phone she was still holding. Let me spend the night at your place. That's my one condition. Fine, I'll get us a taxi. I had no trouble picking up girls. This was no exception. I moistened my parched throat with the cold coffee I ordered. The taxi parked down in front of the cafe. Mina climbed into the back, but when I tried to follow her... Gah! I felt a sudden explosion of pain in my stomach. The last thing I saw before collapsing was the slender leg peeking out from under her skirt. The... fuck? I'd rather keep my personal life separate from this. I think that'd be best for the both of us. In any case, I'll see you again some other time. Driver, step on it. The door slammed shut right in front of my nose, and before I could process everything that had happened, the taxi sped off into the darkness. That fucking bitch. I was left alone and shivering at the side of the road. Guess I'm sleeping at the manga cafe tonight. I'll take this one. Wrinkling my nose at the characteristic smell of manga cafes that was more or less a unique blend of tobacco and shit, I headed towards the room they had assigned to me. I opened the door with a large yawn. And found a girl, sleeping on the floor inside. The hell? Was this the wrong room? Or did I just accidentally stumble into a crime scene? As a myriad possibilities flashed through my mind, the girl opened her eyes. Haruki. Huh? How'd she know my name? Are you okay? When I opened my eyes again, the girl was right in front of me. Are you okay? Do you have your medicine? The fuck are you? You have to take your medicine or you'll have another episode. Taking a step back, I threw a glare at the oddly dressed girl. How did she know about that? You pushed the nurse call button, didn't you? Huh? What? Don't be scared, I came to answer your call. I'm Mamiya. You're Mamiya. You're fucking nuts, is what you are. Get the hell out of my room. Relax. She wrapped her arms around me. The hell are you? Everything will be alright, Haruki. There's no need to be scared. As her words kept echoing in my mind, I felt my eyelids grow heavier and heavier. Although my brain was firing off all the red flags in the world, I simply couldn't fight the drowsiness. Good night, Haruki. By the time I came to, the girl was nowhere to be seen. And for some reason, I was lying on the bed. I checked my phone. It was 8 in the morning. There was also a text from Natsume. Who the hell was that girl calling herself Mamiya last night? I let my thoughts wander for a moment, but was immediately jolted back to reality by an anime song playing from the neighboring room. Goddamn Nerd Central's even giving me hallucinations now. I rubbed my eyes, picked up my jacket, and left the room. Good morning! Oh wow, your hair's a mess. I see you didn't shave either. You little... Huh? Isn't that Mina? What's she doing here? Who is this? A kind soul who shared his food with me. Wow, I can't believe I actually met her. Imagine the odds. And man, she's even cuter than in the pictures. Would you mind signing this? Let's go. Oh wait, Mina. Go where exactly? Any place he frequented will do. Now's your chance to prove you actually knew him. How about his school? We could ask his classmates about... No, let's not do that. Huh? Let's just skip the school. I very much doubt they would let you in there anyway. Got any better ideas then? Standing around here chatting isn't getting us anywhere. I know, which is why I'll ask him. Your phone? That's where this IRL meetup for an anime... There was this IRL meetup for an anime I'm following. The hell's an IRL meetup? You don't know? Well, excuse me for not being king of the nerds. You look like you'd be into dating sites, though. Huh? Just what kind of guy do you think I am? I don't need the internet to pick up chicks. Hell, I'm doing it right now. Spare me the details of your personal life. Anyway, an IRL meetup is when you meet people you know on the internet in real life. Why would you want to meet people you've never even seen? Well, the internet makes it easy to find others who share your interests. Then again, I'd be lying if I said it was completely safe to just meet someone you know nothing about. And that's what you want to look into? See this? I found an invitation on his phone. According to the date, it was sent 2 days before Natsume disappeared. What's the place? A cafe on the 3rd floor of the urban building. It's not too far, actually. I say we head there right now. Excuse me? Hey, could you not interrupt while... Mina? Mina's here? Why? We just want to ask some questions. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? There's something we'd like to know. What is it? Just say the word and I will answer. Has anyone here participated in an IRL meetup about 2 weeks ago? Well, I'd say at least half the people here have. They're mostly fans of the current seasonal animes. To be perfectly honest, the fact we're here today is to continue where we left off at the meetup. We watch an entire week's worth of anime and discuss it live. It's good fun. I see, that's great. I'm actually looking for a person named Natsume, and I think he participated 2 weeks ago. Their faces clouded over as soon as the maid mentioned Natsume's name. Natsume? Is that his real name? Yes. Oh, I see. Mina, we only know each other by our online nicknames. Oh. We could identify him based on his username, but unless you know that, well... Oh, I see. I'm really sorry for not being of much help. It's alright, thank you. I suppose I'll be on my way then. Wait a second. Do you think it could be Cocteau? Ah. He often mentioned attending Mina's mini live events. What kind of person is this Cocteau? We hadn't seen him online too much, and the first time he came to participate was 2 weeks ago. Still, he actually brought a whole new perspective to our discussions. He said he'd love to drop by again, but then he just up and disappeared. People normally don't share too much info about their jobs or on the internet, but Cocteau was a total enigma, even by online standards. He does sound pretty passionate about your events, though. I see. Mina? Thank you for your time. What you've told us helped a great deal. Mina. With that said, I really must go now. Wait! Could you shake hands with me? Me too! Me three! I'd be glad to. You'll have to form a line, though. They didn't seem to know much. What's the point of questioning people that don't even know his name? The fact that they don't know much about his personal life is precisely the point. People tend to reveal more about themselves in an anonymous environment. That reminds me, I never even asked you your name. The maid pointed at her badge. I'm Mina. No, I mean your real name. Like I said, I'm Mina. As long as I wear this, I have no other name. I'm Mina, the maid of Akihabara. There was a strong will reflected in her dark eyes. The maid lowered her gaze, looking somewhat remorseful for not fully answering my question. I doubt someone like you would understand. There seemed to be some deep reason behind it. I guess. Recalling the sheer determination I saw in her eyes, I decided not to pry further. She was right. I couldn't really comprehend why someone would adopt a fake name. If all it did was fill them with guilt. Or why you'd want to meet someone you only knew online if it made you feel this way. Anyway, we should head to the next IRL meetup. Her assertiveness caught me off guard. Whoa, you still want to keep doing this? Of course. This wasn't the only meetup he attended, you know. It's entirely possible he never even attended this one, but actually went to another. Let's keep moving. We have no time to waste. Okay, I get it, but slow down for God's sake. This way, Morichika. Huh? I'm pretty sure you've already said that before. Hurry! Wait, isn't that Mina? Where? She looks to be in a hurry. I wonder where she's going. Mina, would you mind signing my... Ah, jeez. This was a dud. Next. Come on, at least let me catch my breath. Stop moaning like a wimp. Time is of the essence here. Hey, Mina, you free tonight? Who's that guy, your boyfriend? Did I just witness a scandal? Huh? That's odd. There should be a building here. Weren't you listening? I said it was on the left. Oh, you did? You have such a meek voice, I probably didn't hear you. I mean, it's clear as day we're nowhere near the main strip anymore. I can't believe you even call yourself local. You've got the navigational skills of a blindfolded drunkard. I'm still way better than you, okay? Maybe I took a wrong turn once or twice, but that doesn't mean I... Wait, I know this alley. Did you notice something? Stop. Don't go there. Let's take another route. What are you talking about? It's the perfect shortcut. Morichika. Damn. Don't tell me you've forgotten me, pal. Run! What? Wait up, you homeless piece of shit. Huh? Morichika, what about our destination? Does it look like we have time for that right now? Just shut up and run. Wait. Mina, I'm a huge fan. Can I shake your hand? Who's that man? Can I take your picture? Jesus, what's with the crowd? Is this some sort of event? It looks fun. Let's follow them. Morichika, you sleazeball, give me back my woman. Mina! God, I feel like I'm going insane here. Looks like we've managed to lose them. Exhausted and out of breath, we both leaned against a wall to rest. It's that goddamn outfit of yours. It stands out like a sore thumb. And it's your degenerate love life that got us in trouble with those thugs. Fuck. I kept staring at the ground while still trying desperately to catch my breath. That was when I saw Mina's hand. Whoa. Oh, I must have scraped it on something when we were running. She tried to downplay it, but her entire knuckle was covered in blood. We gotta disinfect it. Huh? It's just a scratch. I don't think... Just shut up and tell me where the closest drugstore is. There's a convenience store on the main street, but... Good, let's go. I grabbed her other hand and hurried out of the alley. Making sure to take the least conspicuous route, I managed to grab some gauze from the convenience store, then headed straight for the bathroom. I washed the maid's hand with cold water. She was shivering all over. Just to scratch my ass. The wound itself doesn't hurt, it's just the water that stung a little. Yeah, whatever you say, come on, raise your arm. She obediently followed my commands as I used wet toilet paper to clean her wound, and then taped the gauze on top of it. There. You should be fine now, let's go. Huh? You want to do something else? Thank you very much. I figured I should thank you properly. Don't mention it. You have a surprisingly gentle side to you. You always say one word too many, you know that? Oh, it looks like someone's calling me. Excuse me for a moment. Hello? Huh? Kana's got a fever? Yes, that's okay. I'm on my way. Sorry, Morichika, but I need us to wrap up the investigation for the day. What happened? A coworker of mine has called in sick, and I'm to take over her shift. Take care for now. Wait, why are you following me? Huh? 'Cause it sounded like fun? Or 'cause it sounds like fun? You have too much time on your hands. So? Just promise me not to get in my way. Huh. I thought maid cafes would be more chaotic than this. Instead, the place looked like a high-class restaurant. The maids each wore long matching skirts and poured tea for the guests with graceful movements. I guess not all maid outfits look like the ones you see online. One of the girls looked kinda like my ex. I followed the maid with my gaze when I suddenly heard a voice from behind me. Huh? Look, it's that brute from the other day. What business do you have with our beloved Cinderella? Did anyone ever tell you that you sound like a total nutcase? Oh, that's rich, coming from an uncultured, libertine like yourself. He called you a libertine. Yeah, laugh it up. Why don't you go make yourself useful and start serving some drinks? Maybe I will, once you actually order something. Mina, forget about that man and bring me a rice omelet. Right away, master. After a short while, Mina returned carrying a rice omelet on a tray. That's all you get for the price? What a ripoff. Hey, I can hear you. Quickly, Mina. Coming, master. Here, I'll draw you a pretty little heart. I think I'll go for special moe power. Master, that comes with an extra charge. Is that okay? Of course. Oh, I can't wait to see your moe power again. It's been so long. Back in the day, people would keep asking for it on a daily basis. Please go ahead. Go get him, tiger. Very well. Mina took a step back and spread her legs to shoulder width. Then, with the ketchup bottle still in hand, she began spinning her arms. Moe, stop! Let me hear you shout. 1, 2, Mina! Thank you. I've successfully absorbed all of your moe power. Whew. Mina, you rock! God, I'm so glad to be alive. And that's it. Damn, you're a real pro. How very nice of you to say that. I spent the rest of the time watching her work, which proved to be even more entertaining than I had initially thought. In the end, I actually sat there through her entire shift on 1 glass of water. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, so if you liked it, hit that like button down below and don't forget to subscribe. So don't forget that this game comes out on April 30th. So go check it out then. Please, please, please support the developers. Because so far, I'm liking this a lot. I'm a little bit confused still, but I'm sure that it's gonna, like, explain everything as it goes. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!